Hi Sunshines, for this week's video I'm going to be doing my first back to school video, which I know we all don't like it. Back to school time, but it's that time of the year, so this is my first back to school video. And for this video I'm going to be giving freshman advice because I was a freshman last year, so I decided I would give you guys my knowledge from freshman year, or some advice from my freshman year. And I hope you enjoy. The first piece of advice I'm going to be giving you guys is for your first day of school. So these are like tips and things for the first day of school. The first piece of advice I'm going to be giving you guys for the first day of school is to not dress up too fancy, because I know there's some girls who like go all out and they wear like heels and they have like a ton of makeup on, and it does not look good. And one thing I would say is that if you're going to like wear makeup and stuff like that, just make sure you wear what's comfortable for you and don't go all out. My next piece of advice for the first day of school is just to say hi to everyone, because everyone is nervous, and that way you can make lots of friends and you'll have a first good impression with everyone. And for my school, I go to a charter school, so we have a lot of people that come and go, so we always have a lot of new kids, and I think just saying hi to everyone, it just like creates a good space for everyone for the rest of the year, as cheesy as it sounds. Now my next tip is gonna sound a little weird, but make a good impression with your teachers, because this is the first time they're ever gonna be having you in their class, and you want to make a good impression so the rest of the year, like if anything happens, say like you're having some family troubles and you couldn't get an assignment done, and if you have a good impression with the teachers and you talk to them, they will most likely let you like turn in your assignment late. I don't know about regular schools since I go to a charter school, but if you're really cool with the teachers at our school, then they're really nice back to you. My next piece of advice for your freshman year is to stay organized, because it's going to be a lot more work than middle school, so you want to make sure that you have everything organized. Or my first tip for staying organized is to keep a planner. And I know there's some people who they use the planner for the first week of school or like the first couple of days of school, and then they never look at it again. But it only takes 7 days to create a habit, guys. So if you use your planner for a whole week, you're gonna be used to it, and you're just gonna it's just gonna be programmed into your brain to use it, and it honestly really helps you to stay organized, to remember when homework is due, when projects are due, and when you have tests and things like that. My second tip to staying organized is to set reminders on your phone, because like I know when you get home you're probably really tired and you just want to like lounge and you just want to like sleep and eat and I don't know, whatever else you want to do after school that isn't homework. But setting reminders really helps, because it reminds you, like I would remind myself at like say 6, like don't forget this and this is due tomorrow, so you should be doing that now. And that's my second piece of tip. My third tip is to use post-it notes, because I know sometimes like you have your planner and you set reminders on your phone, but sometimes like when it's the end of the class, the teacher will remind you of something or hand something out or tell you about an assignment, and you don't always have time to like get out your planner and write it in. So you can just use post-it notes to write it down, and then later when you get home you take all those post-it notes and you write them down in your planner. And that's all my tips for staying organized. My next piece of advice is to have a good group of friends, and some tips to like making friends is to join clubs or sports, because then you'll find people who have the same interests, who already have one same interest as you, and then when you start talking to them, then you'll find out if you have more interests, and then they become really good friends. For example, like I'm in archery, and a lot of my good friends I've found from archery, and it's sports and activities are a good way to make friends. My next tip for making friends is to just talk to people, and I'm being such a hypocrite right now because I have a hard time just talking to people, but right now I'm in volleyball and I don't have a lot of friends in volleyball, and I know that if I just talk to people I would have more friends, but so that's something I have to work on too. But that's a piece of advice for everybody. My next piece of advice is to be happy, because you only have 4 years of high school and you should enjoy it. My first tip to being happy is to not stress out over everything, because there's going to be a lot going on in high school, and you don't want to like stress out over every little thing, because then you're gonna be so stressed and it doesn't help you with anything. It doesn't help you to finish tests or to like remember homework. It doesn't help anything, guys, so don't be stressed. My second tip for being happy is to not get sucked into drama, because I did a lot of drama in my freshman year and it didn't help anything. So if you hear people talking about you in the halls or you hear a rumor, just forget about it. Like, it's not gonna help anybody to keep talking about it or to confront the person who talked about you, unless it gets to a point where they're bullying you, which that also happened to me freshman year. Talk to a teacher or just talk to someone in charge at your school, because that's what I did, and honestly it really helped, because I'm not gonna lie and say that it was the easiest thing to go through, but like if you get help from teachers, it makes such a big difference, because the bully really is gonna stop. My next tip to being happy is to remember that drama and things like drama, they're not going to affect your life after high school. You're probably not going to see a lot of the people that you're going to school with right now, and as sad as it is, you may not even talk to a lot of them. So honestly, it's not going to affect your life overall. My next piece of advice is not really related to just school, but again, it's just in life in general, is to take a lot of photos. I took so many photos in freshman year. Like, I have Polaroids, I just have pictures like on my phone and on the camera that I'm filming this on, and it's really good because it just creates memories, and then when you're seniors you can look back on it and have like all these memories, or you can cherish all the memories you had. My last piece of advice is to just enjoy yourself, because you only have 4 years of high school, so you want to make sure that you're not just stressing out over tests and getting into drama about dating and guys and friends and things like that. Like, just enjoy your time in high school. So that was it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, it would be really great if you could like the video and also subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see more of me, there will be some links down below to some snazzy sites. And that's it for this week's video. Bye!